Hey, good morning, Facebook friends. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I had a little challenge with my iPhone, so I'm jumping on my iPad this morning. Yeah, don't have a stand, so it's a little bit shaky, so I apologize for all of that. So I just want to say happy Monday to all of my friends. Some of you are, I'm coming to you from, well, beautiful Fort Myers, Florida, and I'm sorry, I know some of you are caught up in this nasty weather up north. I mean, what is Mother Nature doing, you guys? So my heart goes out to those of you who are indoors. I know some of you are cozied up to the fire. There's an awful ice storm going through there. So like they say, this too shall pass. So here we are, magical Mondays, magical Mondays. I'm just gonna check my my camera and hey, Vicky, how are you? Are you able to see me? So I can't always see the chat. So today is, I don't know, Mercury is in retrograde or whatever it is they say. So it's what I call my magical Mondays, because Mondays get a bad rap. Hey Sharon, how are you? Can you see me? Just give me an emoji or a thumbs up. Just so I know that I'm doing this all live from my iPad rather than my iPhone, because something's going on with my iPhone. Anyhow, so I'm excited for possibilities for this week, and I like I say, my heart's in it for you guys who are going through that awful weather. So we've come together today to co-create. Hey Melissa, I guess you're on your lunch break, so nice to have you with me. And so I want to talk to you guys today about expectation versus reality. Expectation. Good morning, Sharon. Thank you. You can see me okay? Just type in there. Yes, I can see you. I can hear you. Awesome. Hey, Emma, how are you? Beauty. You're so, I'm sure you're getting excited, Emma. You're in tropical paradise. You're going from tropical paradise to tropical paradise. And I know Lori, Miss Lori Strati, are you in Costa Rica? I think she is. I saw some pictures of her with her toes in the sand. All right, so let me just get back on track, you guys. Again, like I said, my camera's a little shaky because I got my iPad in my hand. Anyhow, what was I saying? Expectation versus reality. And this is a subject close to my heart, guys, because I was a person who just lived in reality and current circumstances, and circumstances often weren't what I wanted. So expectation, it starts with knowing what you want. How many of you know what you want? And I am a student of Bob Proctor, and I remember him saying to me, and I don't want to slam my hand down on the table here because that's exactly what happened to me. Bob just slammed his hand down, and I was sitting right beside him, and he goes, "What do you want?" And I was like, I don't know what I want. Nobody's ever asked me what I want. I've just been bouncing around from job to job, flight to flight, life to life, and I never really sat down and thought about what do I want. And in the process of knowing what I want, can I enjoy the process of making that happen and living in that place of desire? Desire. Hey, Casey. Yeah, I needed your help a little earlier on. Something funky's going on with my phone. Anyhow, so desire. So many of us desire things, but we fall off track when the gap gets too wide between what you're asking for and what you're expecting, right? And so what happens is you get into that place of disbelief that what you're asking for just isn't going to come to pass. So part of what I've learned is, hey Ann, how are you? Part of what I'm learning is to enjoy the process of being wherever it is I am. Enjoying the process of living in that place of what I want in spite of, ready for this? I said, what was the title of my little talk today? Expectation versus reality. So enjoying the process in spite of reality, in spite of current circumstances, because you are in a place of deliberate creation, right? And so when you're in that place of deliberate creation, hey Petra, how are you? Your vibrational awareness now just comes into place. And what do I mean by that? Your vibrational awareness. It's how you feel. How you feel. So how do you stop those thoughts that don't serve you? Because how I feel determines how I think, which determines how I act, which determines sort of the course of what, the outcome I desire, right? So how do you stop those thoughts that don't serve you, guys? Anybody got some ideas? How do you stop that? Well, this is something that I'm taking on and that I am learning, and that is meditation. Okay, meditation. So here's what happens. I sit down, I got my candle, I got my, my special place, it's quiet, and I close my eyes, and all the thoughts, it's like a ticker tape, right? All the thoughts start, running around in my head, and I'm thinking, meditation is supposed to be quiet time, right? So what I'm learning is to just allow those thoughts to come and then release them, right? Think about something else. And yeah, Emma, you have to go somewhere mentally before you can physically. I love it. So if I'm thinking about the thought that isn't serving me, I think about it and then I release it, and then I'm breathing, and then I'm letting that thought out, and then I'm thinking about what it is I desire, right? Think about something else other than the problem. Because here's the thing, you guys, your emotions, in my opinion, well, I'll say for myself, my emotions are like a dashboard, right? It's a readout of how you're doing and how you really feel. So when you go into this place of meditation, you want to quiet your mind. You want to think about those things. And sometimes they say, don't think about anything. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how to not think about anything, because your mind is there. It's there to help you think, right? So think about this. This is the thermometer in the room. Can you change the temperature using the thermometer, right? You can move it up to make it hotter. You can move it down to make it cooler. Yes? Who agrees? Give me a thumbs up if you agree. All right? And the barometer, it's a measurement of what you're thinking, what you're feeling. So I was a little bit ahead of myself with the meditation. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. That was my how-to. I jumped ahead a little too quickly. Hey, Martina, how are you? So think about this, you guys. Have you ever been in a place where you're mad, where you're angry, where you're frustrated, where you're in a place of discontent? Anybody? Happy Monday, Martina. I know you don't do that. Right? Anybody? So, okay, maybe not you guys, but I get into those places where somebody, I'm someplace, and I get into a vibrational space that doesn't serve me. And so what I want to share with you guys is that life is full of contrasts, right? It's not always going to go the way you want. And it's supposed to be that way. I don't know anybody whose life is going along tickety-boo, right? So life is full of contrasts, but you have control over how you think. You have control over the outcome. Hey, Megan. Oh my God, so beautiful to see you. This girl, she's like the Barbie of our company, her and her husband. Ken and Barbie. Where's Ken today? Okay, I'm going off track here. So what was I saying? Life is full of contrasts, right? And we have the control. So the key is not to get sucked into the vortex of what you don't want, right? And so what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're allowing, that's when you're in that beautiful vibrational space that's going to bring you what you want in life, what you expect in life. I never expected anything before. And I'm going to jump ahead here. Ken's there. Oh, give him a big kiss for me. What I expected was, I just expected things didn't work out for me. And so I got more of what didn't work out for me, right? So I want to teach you guys just a little bit of what I have done to kind of change that, right? So what you're seeing, what you're smelling, what you're tasting, what you're hearing, you interpret it and you internalize it. So you want to be aware, learn to be aware of how you are reacting to things, of how things are affecting you. And it helps if you have an anchor. So my anchor is just a little, when I start to, when my thoughts are taking me, into that vortex, I now have this little anchor. It's like, you're going down the wrong path. And then I'm choosing not to go there. So when everything around you, and you say, oh, everything is happening to me, everything around me, everything near me, everything with me, everything is happening to me. Why is that? It's because we are choosing to allow that to happen. It's because of your vibrational energy that you are in that place. And so you have control of what goes on around you, what goes on to you, what goes on for you, and it's just a matter of that awareness. So how do you make that change? Well, the first thing is to pay attention to what you're thinking about. Deliberate thought produces deliberate feelings, produces deliberate action. And sometimes people say, well, Carolyne, I'm just trying. I keep trying. Well, when you're trying, that's a way of strangling that allowing that you have decided you want, right? So when we're trying, and I've done it, you guys, I'm trying so hard and it's not happening. Anybody else feel that way, right? So when you're trying to figure out that problem, when you're trying to figure out why that thing is happening to you, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about the things that you don't want. So you end up staying in the struggle because that's where your focus is. And so when you're in that place where you're struggling, that's, and your focus is there, it's difficult to change. And so how do you do that? This is where I got a little ahead of myself. How do you stop those thoughts that don't serve you? You get into meditation. Meditation. Allow the thoughts to come, allow the thoughts to leave, take a deep breath, let it out, pay attention, your emotions. I learned this from Esther Hicks. You are how you feel, right? So how I feel determines what I allow into my life. So when I get into that place where things aren't working out for me, I just go somewhere quiet, I take a deep breath in, I let it out, let the bad stuff out, and then I take stock of what I see, what I feel, and what I'm allowing. And I'm fortunate that here in Southwest Florida, I'm in this beautiful space that I'm paying attention to the beauty around me. I'm paying attention to what I have. I'm paying attention to gratitude. And practice this, and pretty soon I start to feel that peace, the beauty, the love, and then I'm surrounded by beautiful people like yourself, like Martina and Megan and Anne and all of you guys, right? Who when I'm surrounded by people like that, my vibrational energy is raised. And when my vibrational energy is raised, more of what I desire comes into my life. So as I leave you today with my very shaky iPad, I'm going to give you something to practice this week because this is something new that I'm taking on in my life. And it came to a head at the beginning of this month where I so much wanted to be at a conference that my company was hosting. And my physical self wouldn't allow that to happen. I had a really bad back. I injured it in CrossFit. And this was the first time that I haven't attended one of our company events. And my energy space was not good. I was mad, I was angry, I was trying to figure out how I could make this happen, but my body wasn't cooperating. And then when I sat down and I closed my eyes and I took a deep breath in and I let it out, I understood that I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be for a reason. That I had to stay at home, allow my body to heal, and not be caught up in the energy of what I was missing out. And I got to experience that event through all of my friends on Facebook. So thank you guys for posting and allowing me to experience that. So practice this week. Take a minute, sit down, breathe, let those whatever thoughts that aren't serving you come in and release them. And practice maybe 2 minutes. Because I know I can even do it for 30 seconds. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, and all these thoughts are coming like a ticker tape parade. And so it's going to take practice. So I would encourage you guys, anybody else who wants to do it with me, and, send me a private Facebook message saying, I'm going to take that on. Allow the thoughts to come. Allow the thoughts that don't serve you to release. Refocus, breathe, close your eyes, and again, envision, smell, feel, touch, taste, the things that you desire, that you want in life. And when is the best time to do this? I've been told, and I'm still practicing it. First thing in the morning, before I used to grab my iPhone. I set my alarm, so I had to turn it off. And then there's those messages, and I start looking at the messages, and next thing you know, I'm looking at the email. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So first thing in the morning, I am going to take some quiet time. So as my feet hit the floor, I'm going to give thanks. Thank you for favor. Thank you for blessings. Thank you for the good things in my life. Thank you for health. And then I'm going to do that little meditation in terms of what is it I desire? What do I want to invite into my life versus what's not serving me, right? Because your mind, when you put in the not, is going to give you what you don't want. And the best time to do meditation is in the evening, late evening, before you go to bed, because you are planting thoughts into your subconscious mind that are going to be there all night long. And I'll tell you this, guys, how do I know this works? Sometimes my husband says to me, would you like to watch Netflix? And we were watching this series called Assets. Well, all night long, I was having almost nightmares about people, chasing me and shooting me and wanting to drown me, and because it was a spy series, and I was like, oh my God, I can't watch that stuff at night. I have to take a time out, meditate, breathe, focus on what I want. And I'm going to leave you with this one thought. And Wayne Dyer, I love Wayne Dyer. If there are any Wayne Dyer fans out there, please post your favorite quote of Wayne Dyer. And he was talking in one of his recitations about how he swam every morning, and that was a little bit of his meditation. And he said he saw this sort of poster board at the end of the swimming pool, and it said, expect success. I thought, wow, expect success. And oftentimes when success isn't coming, I'm not expecting it. I'm asking why it's not coming. So I'm refocusing. I'm expecting success, whatever it is that you want in life. And if this has served you guys, first of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in and watching with me. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support that you guys offer to me. It means the world. And if this has served you in any way, feel free to repost it, post it in your team pages. I know there are some Facebook Lives that I share with, my team, with the people that I care about. And I just want you guys to have, I'm wishing for you and expecting for you a magnificent week of all wonderful things that you desire in your life. So have a great week, everybody. Mwah! Kisses from Carolyne in Fort Myers, and I look forward to seeing some of you on my travels along this expectation highway. Bye-bye, everyone.